intro music. Yeah! Woohoo!
Good morning, afternoon, and good evening, Star Trek Fleet Command fans, and happy holidays. In fact, wait, I feel like we're forgetting something. There's the snow. But wherever you're at and wherever the weather is, today we're going to talk about the roadmap for 2024. Now, if you missed it, yesterday we put out a video of a roundtable discussion. It was a little lengthy, I'll give you that, but I do think the information in it was quite important, giving y'all an opportunity to see the perspective of the other side if you're a free-to-play or a light spender, the frustrations that the VIPs are currently having. And then, non-so-coincidentally, we had a roadmap update from Scopely rollout right after that. Before we jump into it, I'm going to give an update. If you aren't aware, the event store will actually be extended until January 2nd. So they announced that they're going to extend this event store so that the timer where it currently was set to run out relatively quickly now is going to have a little bit extra more time for y'all to go through, earn your currencies, spend them how you want to. How am I spending them? Well, my Neelix has already gotten cheaper. And speaking of, if you're curious what to get in the event store, the answer is now on my merch store. You need more Neelix. That was made for 99% of a joke, but like 4 people actually got the shirt, and I think it's hilarious. So if nothing else, hopefully it made you smile. So today we're going to talk about the roadmap update here for Star Trek Fleet Command. And I will go ahead and just be very honest openly in the beginning that it actually brings me a lot of hope. Now, they had one last year that they rolled out. We actually are going to discuss that one, but we're going to focus on this one first. 2024. There's a reason foreshadowing why I showed that one for 2023. Now, it starts off just as how the wrap up of last year did, with like all the great things they did that 99.99% of you don't care about. Like the fact that they gave away 4 PCs and some t-shirts and hoodies when what everybody really wanted was free currencies and stuff in the game. So we're just going to skip all that. I will give credit that the legacy reel was neat, but again, the 5-year anniversary fell flat on its face, and that was a huge miss by Scopely, and it sucks because it really is amazing that we have such an incredible community that we've been together for 5 whole years, and hopefully 5 more. So let's start talking about afterwards. So when we do these roadmaps, they talk about features that are coming, in potential in the game. And they're starting off with this one, the Ionite Nebula Instance PvP Universe. Now, this is something that I've actually wanted for a while. I remember talking with Old Man / Roya. I feel like it was Old Man / Roya. It might have been Phasers, one of the devs back in the day, about when I was playing AFK Arena really heavy. And I love the fact that there was a PvP arena type system and how this game needed that, especially to really scratch that itch of PvP players. Well, wave defense, as you can see here, is mentioned as a reason of why this is a possibility moving forward, and how wave defense has helped influence that. Wave defense marked the start of a focus of a delivery system, a new dynamic. Now, for those who work in IT, to give you a little bit of background, this game, when it was originally created, hard-coded on Unity, wasn't very flexible. And what they've been trying to do over the past about 2 years is make a more modular form of the game, that way they can add new things in seamlessly. But that's not been a perfect process. In fact, y'all know, and I've shown y'all the results this year, stability has been a huge issue in discussion, and we'll talk about that more in a second. But in terms of features, this actually seems like another good feature. Wave defense has been mostly very well received. We'll do our survey at the end of the month, as we always do, to get y'all's opinion. But for the most part, from what I've seen, it's been very well received, aside from the stability problems. So imagine a structured universe with a unique galaxy map where players from all servers enter to engage in structured competitive PvP. I actually love this as an idea if it is, bracketed right, and there's actually leaderboards worth chasing and rewards. All those things aside, as a concept, I do like that as a concept. I think it's very neat and a feature that I would truly look forward to. Now, what I would look forward to more is this extra one, dynamic boss hostiles. Another new gameplay mechanic we're looking at to add in 2024 is a new type of cooperative activity that allows for more dynamic and collaborative gameplay and strategic choices for officerships and active ship abilities. Combat against these hostiles will play out in real time and will allow for more participants in battle, for more location and dynamic actions, for specific ship roles. So basically taking the idea of the Mega Cube, but actually making it good. No offense, people who made the Mega Cube like 4 years ago, but an actual dynamic boss. And if you notice, what this game is trying to do is very similar to what other MMOs do. Dungeons, raids, actual PvP tournament systems, which is what this game's needed for a long time. All of it, of course, is predicated on whether or not they can launch it effectively and it not be full of bugs, issues, problems, etc. But I will say that, yes, I read this and I go, you know what, this sounds great. It really does fill me with a lot of excitement. So kudos to getting the excitement that you're hoping for. Then you have this Alliance Games feature they talk about, a new type of regional crossover competitive event that will pit alliances against each other in a unique system for bigger wars. I want to focus on adding new options for alliances so they have a variety of tasks, and this is something that you can expect in Q2 of 2024. So it's actually going to come in relatively soon because we're about to enter into Q1, obviously. So here's some examples of the Alliance Games and the rewards. There's a lot of Kirk shards there. Hopefully that's just placeholders, and we'll see what that ends up turning into. I'm assuming we're winning like really neat exocomps and things that can help the Alliance really speed up their improvements. Now here's the big one, right? This is gonna be a big point of discussion for this. Quality focus rather than quantity, which is exactly what you've been asking for a long time, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. Here is what it says. A big focus for us in 2024 will be on quality rather than quantity. We've just had a year packed with exciting content, events, and features. We released Fleet Commanders and Wave Defense, just to mention a couple. I love how they're mentioning like two of the only things that got positive reviews. We're massively proud of the impact these have made in the game. Okay. And we're happy with the gameplay of Wave Defense as a feature, but the performance and issues at launch fell below your expectations and ours. Of course it did. Other features like Artifact Hall did not meet the quality bar we're striving for. And we all are in agreement. It's actually nice to see Scopely owning up to this and showing some ownership to the truth that most players are very frustrated, as y'all saw in recent videos, with the state of how things are. So to remedy next year, we want to ensure that we release fewer but more exciting features so we can deliver the best experience. It says we can and will do better. Lastly, we will also do our best to engage with the recently created player council so we can have early or get early player feedback on many of these features, allow us to make changes and adjustments as we develop them. Very cautious to see how well that actually works. But you have a system of content creators, you have a system of higher level players, you have a system, etc., of people trying to give direct feedback to make things work and then showing bug fixes. Another hot topic is existing bugs in the game. We recognize over 2023, the player experience is degraded with some of the more persistent, annoying bugs plus performance issues. To that end, a big priority will be reducing bug counts. So before we get into the IP issue, here's where I kind of stall a little bit. Now, I truly do love what's written and I'm excited about it, but let me take you on a trip, a cosmic trip. In fact, this one, because inside this is this. The same promise 1 year ago, game lag / performance fixes and what they were wanting to do to make the game more stable and better. And I'm not trying to be that jerk who just like constantly beats down on Scopely's walls. But 2023 was the least stable and the worst performing year in this game's history, even though it was a focus of their 2023 roadmap. Now, I say that only to be objective and fair. Do I like seeing this? Absolutely. Love the idea of quality over quantity. Love the idea of priority bug fixing, but also seen this before. And as the great president of the United States said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again. Famous saying in Tennessee, apparently. So I get you, and I hope you're right. But they also said this. They literally said we want to reduce game grind and loops in last year's roadmap. And you did it to start with freebooters, and then the past 8 months have done away with all the bonuses that freebooters gave us. So, Yes, I recognize that this is awesome. The roadmap for 2024, if they can execute it, looks fantastic. Chef's kiss. But we'll have to wait and see. And to wrap this up, 2024 IP and shows confirming that you will be getting Enterprise. We got SHRAN right here. We, of course, have the Xindi weapon prototype. It's going to be an Armada target, apparently. We have the NX-01. We have got some of the Xindi, that is the Xindi aquatic warship. So I'm very curious if they go through an actual Xindi faction. We get all the Xindi races and all their ships. Would actually be really, really neat. We plan to bring back a couple shows that we've done in the past and examine different seasons and eras, which may include Strange New Worlds, Deep Space Nine, and the original series, and a very special surprise 2024 with a unique IP for 1 month, which we believe will get you excited, or most of you excited. Can't reveal much. I'm very curious if this has anything to do with the fact that Section 31, the movie, is actually being worked on, and that would be pretty unique. Or maybe they're actually going to make something themselves, much like Star Trek Online did. So, I will say this. The roadmap for 2024 that was released looks fantastic. And it sounds great. But, been told it before. Right? We've been here before. I don't know why I have the April one up. I think I have the April one up because April Fools. But anyway, this is the one. December 16th, 2022. It is December 22nd, 2023. We've been told these things before. So hopefully they execute it better in 2024 than they did in 2023. And I'm really hoping that's the case. I want to know what you think. Comment section down below. Live long and plunder. Stay safe with the Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. Catch you on the next Star Trek Fleet Command video, which is basically every day around here. Don't forget, Ripper is here tomorrow. I'm excited about that.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.